Hello, hello, hello. I am the Linux Mensch. The other day I showed you how to make a bootable thumb drive with an ISO on it in the terminal. Today I'm going to show you how to do it with Gnome-Disks. So let's get to it. So today I'm running Arch Linux with the Cinnamon desktop, and I already have an ISO, the February 1st ISO of Arch Linux in my system. So I'm just going to open it up, and I'm going to make a bootable USB thumb drive with Gnome-Disks. So the utility I'm going to use is called Gnome-Disk utility, and most distributions ship with it. But if they don't, then you could go into a terminal and download it, or you could go into your package manager and download it. So I'm just going to go into the terminal and show you how to do it. So I'm going to open a terminal. I'm going to make that full screen. If you're in Arch or an Arch-based system, you're going to do sudo pacman s gnome disk utility. You're going to hit enter and install it. If you're in Debian or a Debian-based distribution, you're going to do it this way. Sudo apt install Gnome-Disk utility. You're going to hit enter and you're going to install it. And of course, like I said, in most distributions, you can go into their software repository, that is the GUI software repository, and download it. And many distributions have it installed by default. So once it's installed, then you're going to go into your file manager, and I'll show you how to use it. So I'm going to open up my file manager, and I'm going to use Nemo. I'm going to go to the start menu and open it up. And now I'm in the folder where I keep my Arch ISOs. And in this folder, I have the February one. And that is the February 1st, 2023 Arch Linux ISO. And of course, you can do this with any ISO, MX Linux, Manjaro, Linux Mint, any Linux will work. Now this one's going to be a little faster because the Arch ISO is small. But if you're installing MX Linux, or sorry, not installing, but if you're making a thumb drive of MX Linux, Linux Mint, Manjaro, it's probably going to take about 2.5 minutes or so. I think this one's going to take about 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is click on the ISO. I'm going to right click it. And I'm just going to go down to here to open with Disk Image Writer. I'm going to click on Disk Image Writer, and it says Image to Restore ISO February Arch Linux. And it's asking me for destination. So I'm going to click on my 16 gig drive. Make sure you don't click on your hard drive. So I'm going to click on my 16 gig thumb drive. And I'm going to click on Start Restoring. And let's just see how long it takes. It's going to ask me if I really want to do this, and it's going to say all existing data will be lost. And click on Restore. It's asking me for my password, so I'm going to put my password in. And I'm going to authenticate. And there it goes. Look how fast it's going. Wow, that's amazing, eh? It's almost done. Now, like I said, if you're doing Linux Mint or Manjaro or any Linux distribution that has a larger ISO, usually those ISOs are about 2.3 gigabytes. This particular Arch Linux ISO is, I think, is about 850, maybe 900 megabytes, and that's it. Anyways, it's done. That's it. Now we have bootable Arch Linux ISO that we can use to install a new system of Arch Linux, or we can use it to log on to an Arch Linux system if we have to repair something. Into the file manager, here we have it on here, the Arch Linux ISO 2023-02, which is the February ISO. So now what I'm going to do is make sure I have on the thumb drive clicked on, and I'm going to click on the power off button, and it's powered off. And now I can pull out my ISO. So in this short video, I showed you how to make a bootable thumb drive with an Arch Linux ISO using Gnome-Disks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I am the Linux Mensch. Thank you for watching.